Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu performs groundbreaking of Lagos Medipark. National Council on Information calls for reopening of 13 centers abroad. On the foreign scene, hits French-Indian Ocean territory. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has performed a groundbreaking of the Lagos Medipark Hospital, a healthcare hub in Africa. The project is a private-public partnership, 140-bed multi-specialist hospital with a state-of-the-art diagnostic center, residential accommodations for healthcare professionals, and training facilities to develop a skilled healthcare workforce, as well as commercial and retail spaces dedicated to medical services. Governor Sanwo-Olu commended investors, industry leaders, and experts for taking a bold step to partner with the Lagos State government to build the Medipark. Said his administration will ensure that everything needed for the success of the project will be provided.
If there are still waivers, if there are still things that is required for this to go and to do well, we will give it to you. Because we need to make a clear case. We need to change the narrative. We need to make our environment investor friendly. We need to make our environment be able to compete with whatever environment we find ourselves globally. All of us sitting here, you've all played in various spheres. You've all played both locally and globally, and here should not be the difference. My charge to all of us here today is to see that in 2 years' time we're back here to commission the phase 1 of it. And that is what will also gladdens me, as your governor.
The partners who expressed their commitment to delivering a world-class addition to the healthcare fabric and infrastructure of Lagos State commended Governor Sanwo-Olu, the Lagos State Executive Council, and the Office of the Public-Private Partnership for having a vision for the Medipark project. The project, which is expected to be delivered in the next 2 years, will reduce medical tourism, provide world-class clinical care, and deliver solutions to critical health challenges. The Lagos State Ministry of Information and Strategy has been adjudged the best online media reporter at the Stakeholders Appreciation Awards commemorating Universal Health Coverage, UHC Day 2024. The award, organized by the Lagos State Health Management Agency, LASHMA, was presented in recognition of the outstanding reporting, creativity, and dedication of delivering timely, accurate, and engaging digital social media content on Ilera Eko Health Insurance Scheme. Receiving the award on behalf of the ministry, Director of the Social Media Department, Olajide Atosuni, expressed delight and gratitude for the recognition, just as he emphasized that his team would continue to amplify critical health messages and drive public awareness of government policies and programs. He reiterated the vision of the ministry to leverage all media platforms, especially online media, to ensure that information about the good work of the Sanwo-Olu administration across all pillars of the Things Plus agenda reaches every nook and cranny of Lagos State. The Lagos State government has enacted a series of transformative laws aimed at safeguarding the rights, welfare, and security of residents. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Lawal Pedro, who said this at a press conference, detailed the objectives and provisions of the laws, emphasizing their role in positioning Lagos as a model for progress and justice in Nigeria. He said the newly enacted laws include the Lagos Consumer Protection Agency law, the Human Organ Harvesting and Tissue Transplants law, the Lagos State Enforcement Training Institute law, the Victims Assistance and Witness Protection law, and the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service law. According to Pedro, these laws represent the state government's commitment to address the needs of Lagos citizens, safeguarding their rights and creating a more just, secure, and prosperous state, while urging residents to familiarize themselves with the new laws and actively engage in implementation. the Attorney General reaffirmed that Lagos State government remains resolute in its mission to create a thriving and inclusive metropolis. Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has urged Nigerians not to despair, and the administration of President Bola Tinubu is working to resolve the country's challenges. Obasa was stated this during the Assembly's second annual Thanksgiving service with a theme, The Voice of Mercy, said though the outgoing year is indeed a challenging one, especially considering the economic situation of the country, President Bola Tinubu is not leaving any stone unturned to bring Nigerians to the promised land. At the event, which had officials from the various arms of the state government, members of the Governance Advisory Council (GHC), traditional rulers and guest preachers, the speaker urged Nigerians to enter 2025 with renewed passion and vigor. Quoting various portions of the Bible, Obasa said the country had reasons to thank God for his mercies, love, and faithfulness. In his sermon, Archbishop of the Methodist Church, Nigeria, Lagos, Most Reverend Isaac Ayo Oluwa Olawuyi urged Nigerians to be merciful to one another in line with God's instruction. He lauded the speaker for his leadership and collaboration with the other arms of government, saying these have kept the state strong. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Council on Information has called for the reopening of 13 information centers abroad to promote Nigeria's image globally. The council also recommended that the News Agency of Nigeria, Nigeria Television Authority, and Voice of Nigeria open offices in select countries to enhance public information management. The recommendations were contained in a communique issued at the end of a three-day event of the 48th meeting of the National Council on Information and National Orientation held in Kaduna State. It also recommended the repositioning of the National Institute of Public Information, Kaduna, to serve as a center for training and capacity building for information and public relations practitioners. The Federal Capital Territory (FCT) Police Command has banned the use of firecrackers during the upcoming Christmas and New Year celebrations. According to the command, the ban is implemented to ensure the safety of all residents and to protect lives and property throughout the festive season. Commissioner of Police (FCT) Olatunji Disu emphasized that the use of the items can lead to unnecessary panic and anxiety within the community. Disu said they represent significant risks, including fire hazards and other preventable incidents. He warned the violators, including sellers and users of firecrackers and fireworks, will be subject to arrest and prosecution under the law, while encouraging community leaders and residents to raise awareness about the potential dangers associated with the items. And now to foreign news. The French Indian Ocean territory of Mayotte has been struck by the worst cyclone to hit the island in nearly a century. At least 2 people are believed to have died. A cyclone, Chido, made landfall causing wild gusts of more than 200 km/h. French President Emmanuel Macron said France would be there for the people of Mayotte, while French officials said 250 firefighters and security personnel will be sent to the island, while with some having already arrived. The head of Mayotte's Firefighters Union, Abdul Karim Alawi, said trees are uprooted, roofs ripped off, buildings and power lines down, while emergency responders are being locked down. And now sports. The National Sports Commission (NSC) has reiterated its resolve to ensure that Nigeria's flag is hoisted at the next World Cup. NSC Chairman Shehu Diko stated this when he received the General Secretary of the Nigeria Football Federation, Mohammed Sanusi, in his office. Diko restated the Commission's resolve to work with all the sports federation to attain lofty heights. While congratulating Sanusi on his reappointment as General Secretary NFF, Biko stressed that stability at the NFF will be a catalyst for Nigeria as the Super Eagles gear up for the crucial stages of the World Cup qualifiers. On his part, Sanusi pledged NFF's unalloyed loyalty and alignment with the NCS quest to reposition sports in the country. And that's the news at 9, but just before we go, do not park at or near a road crossing. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, over 1,000 indigent residents benefited from the state's mega empowerment program, starter packs, which include grinding machines, barbing tools, air dryers, sewing machines, and Android phones? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has performed a groundbreaking of the Lagos Medipark Hospital, a healthcare hub in Africa. The National Council on Information has called for the reopening of 13 information centers abroad to promote Nigeria's image globally. We also tell you that the French Indian Ocean territory of Mayotte has been struck by the worst cyclone to hit that island in nearly a century. And in sport, the National Sports Commission (NSC) has reiterated its resolve to ensure that Nigeria's flag is hoisted at the next World Cup. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesua Ejoyoka. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.
Don't you think it is better to